So a moment of silence again for
in commemoration of the passing of David John Williams, former TTFA president, owner of W Connection Football Club.
So you can hear over the announcers system.
Game number 2.
David John Williams, former TTFA president and the owner of W Connection, the founder, one of the founding teams of the TT Pro League.
Force FC. The Ascension tournament, bigger, better.
This is the second match of a doubleheader between the Defence Force and Cunupia FC. Cunupia is captained by Kadeem Graham. Curtis Gonzalez is the Defence Force captain this evening. When these teams met earlier in the season, it was a 5-0 win for the Army. Cunupia FC have had a seesaw bout of form in this tournament. Middle of the round, they began to improve. The last match out was a 0-0 draw against Maruga, who have also improved. But the Army are on course to challenge for the top of the league. The league and the lead, of course, the lead in the league is held by the Terminix Lahokota Rangers. Defence Force are second, Police are third. This match will help them to cut the lead at the top of the table if they win Defence Force to 5. Cunupia FC are hoping to improve their position on the table. As we said, they've had seesaw form. They'll be looking to improve for sure in this match as we await kickoff in the second match of this doubleheader at the Arima Velodrome. Cunupia FC are playing in their red kit this evening. Defence Force play in their blue and white kits. Of course, the top scorer in the league, Jamil Boatswain, is back in the lineup for the Defence Force team. Ever present at the center of their attack, number 9 there. So here's Boatswain. Just back into the midfield for. Here's Saint Hilaire. Looking for Boatswain. Saint Hilaire again. well cleared by the Cunupia defense. So a bit of miscommunication there. You see Michael Defoe, the Cunupia FC coach. Man who has always kept his eye on the local game at all levels, hoping to see his team improve in this tournament. Kevin Goddard, it's back out into touch. Defense force on this occasion. It's just cleared by the number 6 for Cunupia, that is Royal Felix. A couple of fans just taking in this match very watchfully from the sidelines. Defense force will be expecting to overcome this Cunupia team. Can be troublesome at times. This ball into the box is cleared on that occasion though. Here come defense force though. It's another opportunity. This is Keaton St. Hilaire. Ball is a bit too long. It's eventually to Goddard. Cleared by Cunupia. Given away. Ball floated into the box. It's going to go to a Cunupia player. He will eventually run it out for a throw. That is Justin Sadu trying to get past his defender. Eventually goes all the way back to Rivaldo Coriat. Wins himself a free kick just at the top of the Cunupia area. It will be Jelani Felix's free kick. Looks to be very much interested in beating the Cunupia keeper. And he does! Oh, but not the post. Good opportunity there for Defence Force. Good signal of intent there from them. John Pierre David in the Cunupia goal would have been really relieved to see it just fly wide of his left upright. There we see some instructions coming from the manager for Cunupia FC, Michael Defoe. He's having a conversation with Hakeem Legal, one of 3 forwards deployed across their front line this evening. So take a look at a much calmer looking Defence Force bench. This match also marks Rion Moore's third consecutive match since his return from injury and his return from national duty with the senior national men in the CONCACAF Nations League. Man as well, Goddard, getting a couple minutes for the national team. Really putting a marker for themselves are these Defence Force players in the national picture. Putting down Trevin Cesar on that opportunity did Goddard. It's going to be another free kick, this time for Cunupia from similar range. Here it comes. This one just captured by Christopher Beguet, who sends it up to Boatswain. It's good feet there in the midfield from Rion Moore. Moore just stopped. Gonzalez helps him out. From Gonzalez is a big switch over to Moore on the far side. Saw the handball there. Did the referee. We see league administrators and CSW players just enjoying this second match of a doubleheader. CSW would have wanted to get changed after that match. It was one to forget for them. It was a 1-0 victory for Deportivo PF. That goal scored in the very end of the match. 90+2, almost 3 for Nathaniel Garcia. St. Hilaire just being harried out of possession by Ian Cowie. He's listed as a left back, but it's very high up the pitch, as most modern wing backs are wanted to do. Good escape here. It's with Koriat. This is Sadu, apologies. Loses out. Really good approach play here from Cunupia FC. Could they get in? This is a good shot. Just scuffed at the very end. Baguette will collect that from Dominic Douglas with Sadu. Another poor touch from him. Very uncharacteristic. Trevin Cesar just escapes the cul-de-sac that he found himself in. It's with Rivaldo Koriat. Coriat again. This is with Jelani Felix. All the way back into defense. It's with Goddard. It's over to Gonzalez. He has Elcock. Just bangs that ball up the field, prospective ball up the field into Christian Maloney. Sada will come back for possession. Shifts it to Goddard. Gonzalez is calling for it. Here's Sadu. Elcock. Gonzalez. Boatswain. It's Rivaldo Coriat. Good awareness from the Cunupia FC centre-backs on that occasion to keep him out. Sadu again to Goddard. This man just calling for it a bit earlier. Would have been offside had he controlled it. This is Jelani Felix looking for options. Sides on going all the way back to Blackman with Gonzalez. Here's Goddard. Goddard is searching out Saint Hilaire. Really should have taken that first time. Knows it himself. He just signals to Goddard. So Saint Hilaire, a rare start for him. By no means an indication that Defence Force are taking Cunupia FC lightly. They do have the majority of their starters on the pitch. Very strong bench, as usual. It's wide from the captain, Kadeem Graham. And another ball inside. Could it be? Across the box and nobody's there to claim it. Saint Hilaire is getting rid of his defender. He gets a handful of his shirt and earns himself free kick. Does Saint Hilaire. Defence Force get us started again. This is Boatswain and does well to get a touch on that ball, and it's a good save from John Pierre David. So the crowd beginning to thicken here at the Arima Velodrome. It's a true family affair as the sun comes down in the east of Trinidad. A couple of CSW players remaining to look on at this match after the disappointment of their own. One is taken short, it's with Goddard. Loses one, sends it to the far post. It's eventually cleared by the Cunupia defense. This is Blackman. We'll take this through. So Michael Defoe probably assessing this is a beautiful looking ball. It was to the far post there, seeking out Rion Moore. John Pierre David just calling for calmer heads in front of him. Christopher Baguette wants a goal at the other end to ramp up the pressure. It's 20th minute of this match between Defence Force and Cunupia FC. So another David goal kick. Only as far as a Defence Force defender. Here's Boatswain looking for Koriat. Comes to Saint-Hilaire. His options to the left and right of him will come to Boatswain, and that is an offside flag from the AR1 on this close side. Goddard. It's headed back by Sadu. It's eventually won back by Goddard. He gives it to Koriat. Sends it for Rion Moore to chase. There's few faster than him. This goes all the way out from the corner from them, the Defence Force. Ian Cowie in your picture will have his hands full. He's coming up against Keaton Saint-Hilaire, one of the players who will be keen to impress coming off of this very packed Defence Force bench. There are a lot of people waiting on his pick. David is well aware that he is under the gun. Jamil Boatswain, of course, is one of the three top scorers. The other one is Brent Sam. Between them, they have 20 goals for Defence Force. This is a good piece of skill there in the midfield. Great defense from Christian Maloney to maintain possession for his team, showing all the facets of the modern player. Ball from Trevor Caesar was also very good to keep possession. They will have to try to monopolize this ball as much as possible, Cunupia FC. Fun times here at the sidelines at the Arima Velodrome. Hoping for a lot more goals than first game wrought. Here's Goddard with Gonzalez. Elcock back to the Defence Force captain. Switches it all the way over to Blackman. This is Jelani Felix. Gonzalez is looking for Rion Moore. Finds him. Also well defended there on the far side by Raul Felix. Kim Graham just allowing it to go all the way back to John Pierre David. Rion Moore will be hoping to get back and find the heights that he found earlier in the season. He has 7 goals in this tournament already. And between the 3 of them, Moore, Boatswain, and the Brent Sam, they have all of Defence Force's goals. 2 10s and a 7, 27 goals scored so far in the 12 previous weeks for Defence Force. So very important attacking trio for them. St. Hilaire just losing out on that occasion. It's going to be a Cunupia free kick. Well won by Trevin Cesar. We'll also want to remind players of his quality in this match. It's good battling from Christian Maloney. Cesar nipping in but unable to get it. Here's Coriat covering for Goddard. Goddard goes all the way to St. Hilaire. He's isolated his man. May have the beating of him. It's a good looking cross, a good idea. It's all the way over to Rion Moore. Will struggle to keep that on the pitch. Will be a Cunupia throw. Good skill again from Trevin Cesar, just getting the beating of his man, but it's either the man on the ball, and referee Cox just had to just put his hand up and really invite Curtis Gonzalez for a short conversation. Eventually shows the Defence Force captain a yellow card. First of this match after just in the 27th minute. This is Ian Cowie's free kick. It's flicked on. Cleared by Gonzalez again. Boatswain comes back to recover for Defence Force. It's a good touch by Justin Sadu. Does well to take care of the ball and retain possession for the Defence Force. It's with Goddard. He's playing as a lone defensive midfielder this evening. Defence Force opting for both Coriat and Sadu in a double attacking midfielder pivot in front of him. Goddard is a one-man wrecking crew, of course. We've seen him in action in this league, and this is good football on the right side. St. Hilaire receives it again. Beats his man with the final ball, just letting him down. That was not good from St. Hilaire. But here's Coriat. Just over bar from the attacking midfielder for Defence Force. Coach Michael Defoe is not pleased with what he's seen so far. Neither is the assistant for Defence Force, Hudson Charles. He's hoping to find a customary early goal for Defence Force. This Cowie St. Hilaire battle is one to watch. Cowie looks to be interested in getting higher up the pitch. St. Hilaire, of course, will have a lot of defending to do if he decides to do that for most of the match. The switch from Sadu isn't going to meet its target, but it's eventually back for Jelani Felix. Rion Moore just asking referee to take control of the situation. There's no argument from Royal Felix. He knew he had to take responsibility for that little moment of tension between the two of them. Here's Gonzalez. St. Hilaire. First touch. It's not as dead as he would have wanted. It's all the way back to Elcock. Gonzalez again demanding the ball. Again try St. Hilaire, and again that touch is not enough for him to keep the ball get up the line on that occasion. We're in the 31st minute of play in this second match at the Arima Velodrome. Defence Force and Cunupia FC are yet to find the back of the net. They will be hoping it's not as long a road as CSW and Deportivo PF found it. That goal coming at the very end of that match with about 30 seconds remaining. Last shot in anger really from Nathaniel Garcia, winning it for Deportivo PF. It's got out to Sadu, back to Curtis Gonzalez. Back to Sadu. Gonzalez passes it to Elcock. It's up to Boatswain from Gonzalez. Sadu and St. Hilaire. Oh, that's almost a good piece of skill from Sadu. Unable to just keep it under his control. Foul from Elcock on Dominic Douglas. Hakeem Legal, the player, just returning to his feet. He's walking it off. This is Cowie. Asking for some movement. Gets it eventually. Still it's cleared by the positionally wise Curtis Gonzalez. Michael DeFord is taking the opportunity to pass on some instructions to Cowie. Goddard looking for Boatswain. Eventually cleared by Kadeem Graham. So Defence Force throw very high up the pitch. Should be taken by Elcock. It's in for Goddard. Goddard to Gonzalez, back to Goddard. He's looking for Boatswain now. Trying to lay it off for Curiat. It's cleared all the way back to Christopher Baguette. Just takes a rare touch of the ball. It's been almost one-way traffic for Defence Force. They haven't been able to capitalize on that so far. But they do have every weapon in their arsenal to find a way into the ascendancy in this match. Cunupia FC has just hounded off the ball. Dominic Douglas on that occasion. Another ball just looking for Rion Moore, unable to find him. Here's Caesar. This is Maloney with Cowie. Cowie's looking for Douglas, doesn't get him. Instead, Jelani Felix comes the other way. It's with the ever reliable Goddard. Gets it all the way up to Boatswain. Good turn here by Rion Moore. Finds Boatswain. That's good marshalling by Kadeem Graham to keep Boatswain out. He knows how dangerous Jamil Boatswain can be. It's there for everyone to see, top of the scoring charts. One of 3 players on 10 goals. As we see assistant coach Devin Elcock just surveying the way that the Defence Force team is playing. Michael Defoe flying to his feet on that occasion to get his point across. Very contrasting management styles from these coaches. Caleb Douglas calling for his team to really put some pressure on this Defence Force team. They've had it their way for a little too long in this match. He knows what can happen if they're allowed all the ease that they want. If they're allowed to dominate the pace of this match, really dominate the possession of the ball. 37th minute, this is Curtis Gonzalez in possession. Shifts it to Elcock. Goes all the way across to Blackman. Goddard will drop low for it. It's Goddard. Wild to Jelani Felix. Here's Rion Moore. To Gonzalez. To Goddard. To Gonzalez again. He's looking for Saint Hilaire. This ball is into Rivaldo Curiat. This is a Defence Force throw. These supporters just waiting for the first goal in this match. With Defence Force's reputation, they would want to see a goal coming, and that shot, that ball across the box was a little too high for Jamil Boatswain. His header is well off target. So Cunupia FC needs to put something on the board in the attacking third of this field for them. They need to make Defence Force a lot more uncomfortable if they are to get anything out of this match. As Curiat puts it forward for Boatswain and then finds Saint Hilaire. Saint Hilaire is looking for it. It's a decent enough cross. It goes all the way to the far post. It's Curiat again. Back to St. Hilaire, a bit of ping pong between the two of those players. It's good feet from St. Hilaire. Just unable to find a blue shirt on that occasion. It goes for a corner, as signaled by referee Cox. Here's the corner. Headed back in, but it's over bar by it's the defense force number 6, Elcock, Rodel Elcock. As we enter the 40th minute of play in this first half of the second match. We've already had one goal last first half at the Arima Velodrome this evening. Neither of these sides would want to take pattern from that. They'd be sure to be trying to find that go-ahead goal for their team. It's Boatswain stretching those long limbs but unable to get past this man, Trevin Caesar. Out on the right wing for Cunupia FC. Bit rush there from Christian Maloney. This ball will roll all the way for Felix to claim. Back with Curtis Gonzalez. Here's Rian Moore with his player isolated. He has Royal Felix in front of him. Decides to come all the way over to St. Hilaire. One for company and one coming up the wing. Here's Coriat. Unable to find his play on that occasion. Unable to control it. Unable to retain possession without fouling Dominic Douglas. '41st minute. Defense Force versus Cunupia. Nothing to write home about just yet. Out of your picture, Michael Defoe just remonstrating with his right back, his left back, Ian Cowie. Possibly about that St. Hilaire, or the freedom that St. Hilaire has been enjoying on this right wing for Defense Force. Defense Force are known to bunch on one side and switch across to ensure that one of their 3 attackers isolates their defender and allows for smooth transition into the box of the opposition team. Here's Coriat, slipped for Boatswain, well defended by Kadeem Graham. Will go, however, for a Defense Force corner. Michael Defoe is bellowing his instructions across the pitch. It's almost a coaching session for the coach of Cunupia FC. Looks to be a Goddard corner. It's Jelani Felix at the corner. Into the right area. St. Hilaire challenging and getting a corner for Defense Force. Felix will come all the way across to take this one. He takes it short on this occasion. It's with Curtis Gonzalez. Cleared only as far as Goddard. Hoofs it back There's a flag up, but I don't think it's necessary, and eventually the referee sees it. It's an offside on Jamil Boatswain, who was a bit late coming back from that sequence off the corner. This is John Pierre David in goal for Cunupia FC. 44th minute of this first half. Coriat just losing out to Caesar. Winning it back admirably. It's all the way out to Rion Moore. It was Christian Maloney for one. Referee just asking him to calm down his exuberance. So we've spoken about the Cowie Saint Hilaire battle, but on the other side, Rion Moore and Harold Felix, and even Christian Maloney at times, they're going to be due for some hot spots during this match. So we enter the final minutes of regulation time in this first half. So, good touch there, almost in for Saint Hilaire. Eventually shepherded out by Elcock. All eyes are on the referee for the halftime whistle. Good work from Saint Hilaire to win that corner. But there will be no time to take it. As referee calls time on this first half. It's been relatively uneventful between Defence Force and Cunupia FC, but we are a bit accustomed to that here at the Arima Velodrome this evening. First match ending 1-0. This match is 0-0 at halftime, the same way that teams went in. Cunupia FC will be the happier of the both teams. Defence Force overrode them the last time they played. It was a 5-0 victory for the Army. Cunupia FC have weathered an early first half storm. Michael Defoe will be coaching his team to come back out and really give them some trouble, as we see the respective huddles getting organized on the side of the pitch. But at halftime, it's 0-0 between Defence Force and Cunupia FC in the second match of a doubleheader at the Arima Velodrome. Here are the first half highlights. This early shot from Hakeem Legal was saved by the goalkeeper. Justin Sadu's corner was way too long for his teammates. Sadu and Coriat put on to coordinate the attack, almost coming up trumps on that occasion. You can see the margins that it passed the post, the crossbar from. Little moment of animus from between Raul Felix and Rion Moore. This is Elcock's foray from the right side of the fence, going wide. Saint Hilaire was very busy in this first half. His cross was spliced over by a Cunupia defender on that occasion. Coriat looking for Jimmy Boatswain and just missing out. Very good defense there from Kadeem Graham. And then unable on this occasion to get something on goal. But it's been a tough first half for both teams. No goals to report so far. At halftime, the score is 0-0. Stay with us for second half of this second match in this doubleheader between Defence Force and Cunupia FC. This is the Ascension tournament, live from the Arima Velodrome.
The situation we have here is that these characters, and I refer to them as pests, right? What they are doing is destroying our country, but not on my watch. No street, no turf, no block shall belong to these cockroaches, right? It's no longer business as usual. Happy hour is over. If they don't fear God, at least they will fear Terminix.
Have you considered how your methods could impact on pests across the country?
I find we look after the rights of pests as opposed to the rights of the 1.3 million law-abiding citizens in Trinidad and Tobago. I wonder if Roach Laden's son come here for the carnival, if you'll interview me.
But how can you defend one shot, one kill?
What, you want me to throw a pillow at him?
I didn't say that.
No, well, if a roach jumps in front of you now, what will you do?
Run.
Oh, Jesus, Lord Father.
Pests bothering you? Call Terminix at 672-5007 or 672-0042 or visit our website at terminix.co.tt for a free quote and consultation. Join our fight against pests.
What is television? It seems like a simple question, but television means different things to different people. We in the Caribbean are very unique people. That's why we need unique television. Welcome to M&E TV, where we showcase our lives in the Caribbean. M&E TV is about us, the special way we talk, the way we walk, dance, move. M&E TV is about me. It's about you. M&E TV is about our amazing Caribbean experience.
It's here at a newsstand near you. It's the Guardian Lucky Number Draw. Your daily chance to win $1,000 instantly when you purchase the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian. It's quick and easy for your chance to win. A unique number will be printed at the back of each Guardian newspaper daily. Purchase your Guardian newspaper, then join JW for the daily Guardian Lucky Number Draw, the winning number on just before the nightly news on CNC3. If the number drawn matches the unique number at the back of your Guardian newspaper, then $1,000 is yours. Just bring the winning Guardian newspaper and a picture ID to Guardian Media Limited. You have until 3 p.m. the following workday to claim your prize. It's the Guardian Lucky Number Draw. Your daily chance to win. NLCB approved.
Are you at home, feeling isolated? Don't worry, we will bring the world to you. The nation's first and leading newspaper, the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian, is extending a special home delivery for 30 days for just $99. Yes, for just $99, you can get the TNT Guardian newspaper, the fastest growing and most read newspaper, most credible and highest reader value, and voted tops for best publication by more readers than any other newspaper, delivered to your home. It's easy to subscribe to our home delivery. Simply call us now at 225-4465, extension 4274, and speak to one of our customer service representatives, and we will bring the world to you.
We are the fourth estate. We educate, we inform, and we hold those in authority, politicians, business leaders, and others, to account.
Connecting the public to the truth drives our purpose here at CNC3. When we stand behind a desk every single night, a lot of people don't know that we're a huge part of the news process. We eat, breathe, and sleep news, and that reflects in everything that we do as a news team.
Every day we tell the stories of people's journey through life. Stories of their success, stories of their sadness, stories of their grief, stories of their glory. We're the mirror in which society looks at itself.
When a storm is coming, everyone always thinks worst case scenario, and sometimes it may just be a brief shower or two. It's not always going to be a green veil level event. So it's important to have the most credible and accurate information coming from a verified source.
Welcome, you're watching the 7 o'clock news on CNC3.
Calling professional filmmakers, producers, content creators, influencers, and recording artists. If you're looking to rent a versatile studio space with green screen, video wall, cyclorama, and more, look no further. GM Labs is here to make your dreams a reality. Located in the heart of Port of Spain on St. Vincent Street, GM Labs is your one-stop shop for all your creative needs with over 2,800 square feet to work with. Take your creative concept to the final product at GM Labs. Give us a call or WhatsApp or message us on our Instagram and Facebook pages at GM Labs TT.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Help us tell your stories.
We all see the negatives happening here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Let us begin the conversation
with inspiring content.
Targeting change.
Inspire TT. Be the change.
The Digital Guardian launches this all-new upgraded Digital Guardian app. This all-new upgraded Digital Guardian app gives you live news on the go. Now get real-time news faster with notifications free of charge to keep you informed on breaking stories. Customize your news feed with only articles you are interested in for easier, comfortable reading and with same convenient access to the digital paper. Visit the iOS App Store and Google Play Store to download or update the Digital Guardian app, the most credible news in TNT. Already have an account? Simply tap on the resource subscription button in settings to sign in. It's a free update.
Make sure you have yourself a great invest week by viewing The Boss Report every Monday morning at 6:15 a.m. during CNC3's The Morning Brew. You'll get sound financial advice, whether you're a new or experienced investor, when you view The Boss Report. CNC3, covering your world.
Get the nation's leading newspaper on the go by downloading the Digital Guardian app on your iOS or Android devices now and enjoy our special introductory subscription offer now on. The nation's first and best digital paper in an easy-to-read digital format. The Digital Guardian, Trinidad and Tobago's fastest growing, most subscribed and most read digital paper. Stay on top with the market leader and don't miss a beat in today's fast-paced world. Go to Apple Store or Google Play and download now.
There's a taste in the air everywhere. Feel the vibe cause it's something to share. Smooth, rich and creamy, you'll find it right here. Makes you smile, relax a while, it's fun and good cheer. Ooh, enjoy every scoop. Ooh, every taste will get you hooked. We have flavors that you love, a combination special. Come along, enjoy our treats. This is Uncle Pete's.
The situation we have here is that these characters, and I refer to them as pests, right? What they are doing is destroying our country, but not on my watch. No street, no turf, no block shall belong to these cockroaches, right? It's no longer business as usual. Happy hour is over. If they don't fear God, at least they will fear Terminix.
Have you considered how your methods could impact on pests across the country?
I find we look after the rights of pests as opposed to the rights of the 1.3 million law-abiding citizens in Trinidad and Tobago. I wonder if Roach Ladden's son come here for the carnival, if you'll interview him, eh?
But how can you defend one shot, one kill?
What? You want me to throw a pillow at him?
I didn't say that.
No, well, if a roach jumps in front of you now, what will you do?
Run.
Oh, Jesus, Lord Father.
Pests bothering you? Call Terminix at 672-5007 or 672-0042 or visit our website at terminix.co.tt for a free quote and consultation. Join our fight against pests.
What is television? It seems like a simple question, but television means different things to different people. We in the Caribbean are a very unique people. That's why we need unique television. Welcome to M&E TV, where we showcase our lives in the Caribbean. M&E TV is about us, the special way we talk, the way we walk, dance, move. M&E TV is about me. It's about you. M&E TV is about our amazing Caribbean experience.
It's here at a newsstand near you. It's the Guardian Lucky Number Draw. Your daily chance to win $1,000 instantly when you purchase the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian. It's quick and easy for your chance to win. A unique number will be printed at the back of each Guardian newspaper daily. Purchase your Guardian newspaper, then join JW for the daily Guardian Lucky Number Draw, the winning number on just before the nightly news on CNC3. If the number drawn matches the unique number at the back of your Guardian newspaper, then $1,000 is yours. Just bring the winning Guardian newspaper and a picture ID to Guardian Media Limited. You have until 3 p.m. the following workday to claim your prize. It's the Guardian Lucky Number Draw. Your daily chance to win. NLCB approved.
Defense Force FC. Cunupia FC.
Back for the second half of this match between Defense Force FC and Cunupia FC.
It's on the Ascension tournament.
First half ended 0-0 with both teams seeming to feel out each other on this very lush-looking pitch at the Arima Velodrome. John Pierre David, no real attempts on his frame so far. This man will be hoping to give him some work to do before the evening is concluded. Jamil Boatswain gets us restarted. It's 0-0 in this match. Defense Force FC watching one of their chasers, Deportivo PF, steal a vital 3 points away in the opening match against CSW. Another of these central teams hoping to cause some trouble for them. This is good defending from Ian Cowie, and he tries it from distance. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, that would have been a contender for goal of the tournament. The Cunupia FC left back. And even the referee, Mr. Cox, has to smile. It was a great attempt from distance, just skimming the top of Christopher Baguette's crossbar. Really a great attempt there from Mr. Cowie, Ian Cowie, the number 4 for Cunupia FC. Rion Moore would certainly be impressed. First real action of this second half. Coming in the first minute of the second half. Defense Force will hope that that's the closest that Cunupia FC get. Cunupia FC will be hoping to improve on that. It's a great start for them. This is a ball from Coriat. Excellent ball for Rion Moore. And a wonderful save. And Coriat shot It's well collected there by John Pierre David, but a great save by John Pierre David off Rion Moore's attempt. Really should have been his 8th for the season. The Trinidad and Tobago senior national and one of Defence Force's leading scorers, the 3rd highest scorer for them this tournament. Said before, they've only 3 real scorers in this tournament. They've got 10 from Sam, 10 from Boatswain, and 7 from Rion Moore. That's 27 goals for them in the 4 column. Really accomplished front 3, has to be said. It's the best front 3 in the tournament so far. Cunupia FC would want to have their own goal fest this evening. That shot from Kowi, a very good start. On the pitch is Christian Maloney, just awaiting some treatment. So conversation with the referee, Mr. Cox, by the captain, Kadeem Graham. Seem to have come to a resolution. Curtis Gonzalez is also there, putting some words in, ensuring that the negotiations are satisfactory. Here we see the, it's to be a planted foot from Goddard, just stepping on Maloney's toes. We've all been there, in one capacity or the other. Don't really see where the contact was there, but all's well that ends well. Christian Maloney is back on his feet, and it's a drop ball for the Defence Force. There's Goddard. It's all the way over for Jelani Felix. He puts it up to Boatswain. Boatswain to Sadu. Sadu finds Rion Moore, who had that first attempt for Defence Force. He tries to cross it into the box. It's well cleared by Graham. It's a very smart ball up into attack. Dominic Douglas, rather, just unable to get something out of that. As we look at the Defence Force bench, here's Douglas again. It's a good tackle from Goddard. Again on Christian Maloney, he's just asking the referee to pay attention to his own cause. 51st minute of this match. Has a bit more pepper than the first half. Starting with that Kowi attempt, seemed to be really fed up with what was in front of him and took matters into his own hands. Christopher Baguette could have been the stuff of nightmares for him. This is good defense. Giovanni Abraham comes away with it. It's with Jelani Felix. Felix was placed a bit short and will usher it out for a goal kick. Michael Defoe has not taken his seat for a while. Seems to be continuing his halftime team talk. One of the more animated coaches on the sidelines in this Ascension tournament. 10 of the very best teams in this country playing bigger, better football live every weekend. Second of 3 match days in this match week. Almost to end. We're in the 52nd minute of this match between Defence Force and Cunupia FC. A reminder, the match between these teams earlier in the season ended 5-0. Here's Rion Moore. Was hoping to get it earlier from Coriat and body language making it known that he should have gotten it earlier. Justin Sadu just offering some advice to his attacking midfield partner. This will be John Pierre David's free kick, just outside of his area. Killian Graham was interested, but it goes long. All the way up into attack here. This is a good looking attack. Gets around him, does. Oh, and that's really good last minute defending from Rondell Elcock. Douglas was bearing down on goal. Cunupia corner. Begetta and Curtis Gonzalez organizing the defense force defensive effort. Here it comes. It's a good punch by Beget. Had to punch there. Central defender Maestro Mensah was bearing down on him. He has a knock to his head as a result of it. He received some treatment. These head injuries, of course, require that the match comes to a halt, and especially if it's the goalkeeper, as defense force clears their bench to begin the second half warm-ups. Quality players on both benches. Defense force will hope that they can find something to refresh in these 5 substitutes that they've sent off to the sidelines. Here's that incident. Seems to be just a touch at the back of his head for Christopher Beget. Good looking corner in the right area. So that immediately Maestro Mensah, the very strong central defender from Cunupia FC, whose origin is the motherland, it's good football from Cunupia FC, who will continue to play in these very tight areas. This ball is out for Legal. Can't get past the first bank of defenders. And Ian Cowie, the man who's got the closest in this match, from the unlikely position of left back, will trot off to just collect this ball and get it back into play for Cunupia FC. Eventually headed out by Blackman. Blackman, who has had his opportunity for defense force, has been solid so far. Same can be said about both sets of defenders. This is a corner from Christian Maloney. It's eventually cleared by defense force and right back in almost. Coriat can clear. This is good pressure here from this Cunupia team. Blackman eventually gets it over to Rion Moore. He was hoping to beat his defender on that occasion. Rion Moore has been one of the faster players this season, but that mid-season injury may have taken a couple steps out of his pace. Cowie has really impressed for Cunupia FC, it has to be said. First half he had St. Hilaire to deal with. St. Hilaire was unable to get any assists out of his wide position, which is usually occupied by Brent Sam, one of the league's top scorers, has to be said. Here's Goddard. Up to Boatswain. Another of those men on double figures. Only 3 of them in this tournament so far. Just inside on 10. It's good defense from Saint Hilaire. It's a good flick. Here they come again. Here comes Cunupia. It's good football. Trevin Caesar. Shot. Blocked. It's still recovered. It's only as far as Cowie. Goddard sorts it out and defense also clear. It will be a Cunupia throw. Rion Moore is not one to hide his feelings on the pitch. As we just go into this 60th minute, he will be very impatient and exacting on his teammates. He would want to get to the back of this Cunupia team and find that goal. Be a sigh of relief for them. But should Cunupia score, it's your guess is as good as mine if they'll be able to carry this game all the way to the end and to really find a very valuable result for them. Their last outing was against an improved team in Maruga. They're showing their own improvement against Army. Gave them 5 in the last meeting between them in the first round of this tournament. Here's Cesar. Cesar and Goddard, 2 very similar players. And Goddard just demanding that the referee allow them to work through their own differences. This is Cowie's free kick. Big to claim and redistribute. At the same time, it's Army coming in the next direction. This is Boatswain to Rion Moore. It's a ball from Moore. It's very interesting. St. Hilaire. But again, very good defending there from Raul Felix. He's had to deal with both St. Hilaire and Rion Moore in this match. He's handled them well so far. Let's hope it's not a case of commentators' curse from this point onward. It's certainly a very good match so far for Mr. Felix. From a defensive perspective, that is. Cunupia look really up for it now. Here they come again. This is with Caesar. Over to Cowie. Very risky football here, but they're doing well. It's with Graham. Back with Graham. Loses out, does the Cunupia FC captain. That tackle from Boatswain brings the whistle out of referee Cox. As two Defence Force players begin to disrobe on the sidelines, outside of your picture. 3 being prepared by assistant Devin Elcock, the man who is charged with translating the wishes of head coach Lloyd Andrews. He's always in the wings at these matches. Prefers to watch from off the bench. Very similar to another coach. He sees that foul there on Sadu. This should be an opportunity for the 3 subs to get themselves into this match. So Coriat is removed, as is Saint Hilaire, replacing them number 45 Dylan King, the number 11 Dwight Quintero, Boatswain is also out. He's been replaced by Keishon Hackshaw. There's also a sub for Cunupia. Giovanni Abraham, who's had a very quiet first half, is off. Word shortly on who has replaced him. Kwesi Allen is a sub for Cunupia FC as they get clear of this corner. It's a good exchange. Here's Rion Moore looking for some space. He takes a shot. It will just trickle into the area behind this goal of Cunupia FC. The supporters there just enjoying the sights and sounds at the Arima Velodrome. Here's the substitute. Almost in there was Allen. Defense was keen to hurry this match up. They know that they don't have any space to breathe in this moment. Police FC, of course, are to play tomorrow at their St. James Barracks grounds. Defense Force will have to make the best of this opportunity to put some distance between them and the other teams on 27 points. Police coming up against ACPOS at the St. James Barracks, and you can follow that game live with us once again wherever you're looking at this football game, wherever these matches find you. Just want to chase, but it will go into the safe hands of John Pierre David. Goddard just losing out to a swarm of Cunupia players. But Blackman had his back. It's going to be a yellow card. It's going to be a yellow card despite the protestations of these Defense Force defenders. For Blackman, earns his place in the bad books of referee Cox. Curtis Gonzalez reserving his right to protest as the captain of this Defense Force team. Here's the Cunupia free kick. Christopher Baguette claims it easily. It's up with Hackshaw. Finds Sadu. Ball to run here from Quintero. Does win it. And unable just to get that final touch across the box. 3 options remaining. There you can see Defense Force continuing try to keep this ball rolling. They know the longer that Cunupia hold on, it's the more dangerous it gets for them as Cunupia FC prepares. Looks to be an attacking substitute. Entering as number 9, Josiah Daniel. Making way for him is defensive midfielder Caleb Douglas. So Cunupia FC changing to a more attacking formation. Hoping that they can spring a surprise on these Defense Force players. It's a good clearance there on that occasion. recovered by Gonzalez. It's a bit too long for his player. It will be recovered by Ian Cowie, taken for a throw. A draw isn't too bad for Cunupia FC, given the fact that they did suffer trouncing the last time these two teams met. It would mark significant improvement for them to keep a clean sheet against one of the top teams in the league, the second team in the league. But Defence Force won't be happy with a clean sheet. They're bringing on two defenders. They're bringing on two attacking players, Hashim Arcia and Joan Baltazar. In for Sadu and Goddard. Which one of these subs will be eventually claimed as a masterstroke by one of these benches? Waits to see. Here's Arcia's first touch. Leaves a bit to be desired, but it's well taken by the fiery Rion Moore. Gets it out wide for Hackshaw. Does win it back. There's a judge to have done so illegally. Time is running out for Defence Force. They know these points are very essential to their cause. Just about 25 minutes remaining in this match. Somebody to put their hand up and really be a difference maker. This man was almost a difference maker at the start of the second half. Ian Cowie. His shot the closest either team has gotten to finding the back of the net. It's King. It's repelled all the way back to the fence. It's Gonzalez just struggling with his captain's armband there for a moment. King again. Ball just over the line. Seeking out Hackshaw on that occasion. This one is sent long for Douglas. Sorry, this is Allen. Oh! Almost from Allen, out of nothing. Cunupia FC hoping to really pip in front of Defence Force. On that occasion, just wide of the target. And the longer they can keep this score at 0-0 is the longer that Defence Force will get nervy, will get impatient. We've seen them trying to avert any time wasting by Cunupia FC. Giving a good account of themselves in this match, but here come Defence Force. Here's Hackshaw. This ball is into the box, but a bit too long for the options that he had. Trevin Caesar just losing out. Ball is back inside. It's crossed inside. Here's Rion Moore. Unable to get it under his spell on that occasion. Some dogged defending from the Cunupia FC centre-backs, and nice piece of skill here from Christian Maloney. A little ill-advised given how high Defence was pressing, but he's gotten away with it. Caesar comes to back him up. This is up to Allen. Had that opportunity a short while ago. This ball is short for him. Oh, and just as players were arriving. Here's another one, Dominic Douglas. Dominic Douglas! Christian Baguette will take that routinely. Here's Baltazar, spreading it wide. It's to Hackshaw. Cowie remains one of the best defenders in this Cunupia team. Doesn't look the most athletic, but certainly can read the game. It's good work by Hakeem Legal to win a throw on that occasion. As the Cunupia support is on their feet, they're ready to see some magic from their players. 79th minute will be the ideal time. Here's Douglas, missing out in the midfield there. It's a good turn by the other Douglas. Can't break free of the attention of the Defence Force defenders. Eventually gets to his feet despite the protestations of his supporters in the stands. This ball is in for a header and it's back. It's a bit scrappy here and Cunupia will do well to clear this. There's Rion Moore just being hurdled by Graham, and eventually it goes the way of Cunupia FC, much to the chagrin of the Defence Force officials. John Pierre David doesn't even look interested in taking this goal kick or this free kick. Instead, it will be Kadeem Graham. This is the point of the season where teams that haven't fared as well as the bigger teams would want to cause some frustration to their more fancied opponents. This is Cowie, chief frustrator in this Cunupia team so far. So with Baltazar, he has a good command of the football, and it's around from Arcia. It's good football here from King. Unable to find the man on the far side. Jelani Felix just coming on the overlap to support the attack for Defence Force. 9 more minutes of regulation time remain in this one. It's Maloney. This is a good ball up here to the attack and well cleared by Trevin Caesar. Seems to be going to plan for Cunupia FC. Big part of the plan may, and I suspect may be, to pip one in the very dregs of this match. Similar to the way that Deportivo PF ran off with all the points in the first match against CSW. There's Gonzalez. Goes wide to Felix. Back center with Hackshaw. Sorry, that's Blackman. Raul Felix eventually winning a throw for Cunupia. My apologies. Won't want to mix up those rivals. Man patrolling in your picture is Devin Elcock, the assistant coach of Defence Force. And the longer this Defence Force team takes to score, the more worried this bench will continue to look. And the more minutes that Cunupia FC are able to soak up will be the better for their cause. Quintero being asked to calm down by referee Cox. been able to control this match despite the many storylines around the pitch. It seems to be a bit of cramp affecting, used to be Legal on the pitch. Nope, it's Christian Maloney. Springs back up to his feet. Appeals to the referee to continue to protect him in these moments, especially with this very aggressive defense force side hunting 3 points with just about 6 minutes remaining. 6.5 by my count, plus time added on for stoppages. Time Douglas just losing out. It will be through for Jelani Felix. It's a good looking attack here for Cunupia FC, spread well wide by Dominic Douglas. Here's Douglas sizing up his man, Joaquin Baltazar. It's very good defending from Arcia, one of the substitutes put on by this defense force team. Hashim Arcia again retains possession, rolls it for more. He's all over this attack right now. If he could do it himself, it seems that he would. Jelani Felix, that occasion, unable to get past number 14, Hakeem Legal for Cunupia FC. It's eventually adjudged to be a Cunupia throw, despite Arcia's better intentions. But these are two defenders here. Here's Rion Moore, just snatching at it in that moment. Very vociferous Cunupia fans being cautioned to calm down. Referee can't hear them this far, but certainly the company that they came with very much interested in seeing out the rest of this match peacefully. David on the goal kick. And if you hear any cheers behind me, that is a band of Cunupia supporters who have encamped themselves here at the Arima Velodrome. They didn't come this far to see their team not win this match. Rion Moore looking a bit worse for wear. This is Hackshaw being chased down, yes, and it's a very energetic end of match for Cunupia FC. I'm sure the head coach Michael Defoe would be pleased with the effort his players have given this evening, especially against a top team like Defence Force, and especially given the way that they would have played in their first meeting in this Ascension tournament of 2022. Ooh, and that's some good skill and another great piece of football there. But Douglas unable to get past a third. Come Defense Forces, Jelani Felix. It's up to Moore. now finds Hackshaw. Cross is not what they needed in this moment. Here's Arcia. Gets it back. Spread to the next wing to Felix. It's Gonzalez asking for some movement. It's a pile of red shirts in front of them. And the Defence Force have a free kick. Arcia, King, Baltazar, Felix. Everyone's lining up. Who wants to be a hero? Just about a minute and 15 seconds remaining in this match in regulation time. John Pierre David will be on his P's and Q's against these men from the Army, who have almost as much players lining up as they do in the box. Eventually the crowd thins a bit. Here's Arcia hoping to get it quickly, and he does. Here he goes. Referee still calls them back. Referee asks them to play to the whistle. Fortunate for Cunupia FC. King, Felix, Gonzalez, all in attendance. It will be the substitute King into the wall. Gonzalez goes wide to Hackshaw, whose touch just lets him down at the most inopportune moment. We're past the 90 minutes in this match. No indication just yet of how much time has been added on. Fancy footwork there from Christian Maloney to add to the frustration of these Defence Force players. And Maloney is prone on the pitch. And the age-old question in Trinidad and Tobago football, if someone has been from the Defence Force side is wondering if there are snipers in the crowd. We have two players from Cunupia FC prone on the pitch. Christian Maloney in the foreground, and the substitute Douglas in the back. Dominic Douglas. Both seem to be fine. The direct action team unaware of the strategy from this team in red. Still have to be very vigilant for any incidents. Anytime that their service is needed. It's just about 2 minutes past regulation time. Referee Cox gets us restarted. That is not the whistle that Cunupia FC are hoping for. Here's Felix with another try to the last post. Is it? It isn't. It's going to be a goal kick, and it's well celebrated by John Pierre David, who's asked to calm down by one of his central defenders. This is a valuable point for Cunupia FC. It has to be said. Defence Force FC will feel hard done by this result. They have their whole team here. They have all the players that they've missed in previous weeks, but still unable to overturn this Cunupia side, and you can hear what it means to those Cunupia supporters in the back of me. Listen for the final whistle. You may hear even more uproarious cheers from them. For now, it's still a scrum to the finish. Everybody's a ball boy at this point. It's well taken and defended there by King. Sorry, well taken by King and well defended, but it's a throw. Christian Maloney. This one you suspect from Gonzalez is going to go straight into the box. Route 1 stuff from the throw. Looking for some contact there, and this ball just popped up into the air. Cleared again, anywhere will do. Gonzalez just losing his footing on that occasion. There's an injury in the box. It seems to be a head injury. Referee has to call us to a stop. We've played 4 minutes of time added on so far. Kadeem Graham is brought to his feet, the Cunupia FC captain. Gonzalez gets us restarted. It's wild swipe, goes to the other side of the box. Cowie will watch it go out. It's 4.5 minutes. Cunupia fans are begging the referee to put his whistle to his mouth for the final time in this match. He has a wry smile on his face. They're asking him, they want to know. It's an inquisition. How much time, referee? How much time? Everyone in the red shirt wants to know. So it's cleared by David again. Sent all the way up the pitch. All the way to Baguette. He doesn't have the time to hold on to it. He sends it back up the pitch. 5+ minutes of time added on. Another swipe at the ball goes wide for Cunupia FC, and Michael Defoe is flinging his phone into the air. He's a bit premature in his celebrations. This ball is pumped all the way up into the Cunupia area. Could have gone anywhere, that one, but we'll go for a throw for Defence Force, and that's it. That is it. 0-0 this one ends. No goals to report. Big hugs here on the sidelines. Michael Defoe, the Cunupia FC coach, he points to his brain. He lets them know that this is what was needed. There's smiles all around for the guys in red. They've taken a very, very valuable point off of Army, and Army know what it means. Those 2 points that they've left behind in this match have them within touching distance of Deportivo PF and just in the right zone for Police FC to push off from them in tomorrow's match against ACPOS. No goals, but a very eventful match here. Ian Cowie almost won it for Cunupia FC at the very start of the second half. Christopher Baguette would have been happy to see that one just skim the top of his bar. Referee Cox had a lot of work to do to keep things in control, a lot of late time wasting from Cunupia, but you can really not fault them for wanting to ride this one out against Defence Force, one of the top scoring teams in the league. But at full time, the score is Defence Force 0, Cunupia FC 0. Here's how it happened. This ball from Cowie, as you can well imagine, would have caused Baguette a couple heart flutters. The left back for Cunupia FC. Yes, folks, that could have been the moment in this match. This was Rion Moore's best chance of the match. Should have put it past John David. There's the man who orchestrated this result for Cunupia FC. Michael Defoe just on his feet for most of this match, just telling his players where to go, what to do with it. That ball was almost on a Cunupia head. Could have been a difference maker. Rion Moore still pushing. This one was too wide. Got a bit impatient in that moment. Cowie's free kick into the box was collected by Baguette. One of the many subs by Mr. Defoe. This is Douglas. Came onto the pitch. This was a good opportunity here for Allen. That shot was wide. Cunupia FC, it has to be said, really gave a good account of themselves against Defence Force, coming out with a much more favorable result than when they first met this season. That man, the captain, Kadeem Graham, responsible for this clean sheet. One of only 3 for them this tournament so far, Cunupia FC, but surely one of the more valuable clean sheets that they've had. Another Rion Moore effort, this time going wide. It seemed to have tweaked an old injury. The Trinidad and Tobago national winger. John Pierre David in the Cunupia FC goal wasn't really troubled this evening. And then that moment, the final moments of this match, Michael Defoe swarmed by his players. He coached them to perfection this evening to a 0-0 draw against Defence Force. This is a wonderful evening of football. It's one of those days in footballing history when you can look back and think about the difference that was made. First we had Deportivo PF escaping with a 1-0 victory over CSW. Defence Force FC being held by Cunupia FC to a 0-0 draw in the second match of this doubleheader. It's been a very exciting evening. Join us tomorrow, same time, same place, for the final match of Match Week 13. It's Police FC versus AC Port of Spain from the St. James Barracks. I hope you can be with us for another exciting day of football from this Ascension tournament. For now, it's Joe Van Ravello signing off for all members of staff, crew, and the people behind the scenes. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.